Hey, what's going on, guys? Once again, it's the chairman, back with another review of the physical media that I've gotten. And it's been a while, so I did pick up a few things. Postal service is still moving pretty slowly, so things are coming in piece by piece. But since it's been a little bit over a week, I have gotten a few things, so I just want to go over that with you. And so I got Monkey King, Monkey King 2. These are kind of hard to get over here. You can watch them on streaming, but I actually watched this on the plane with my wife a couple years ago, and so this is number two, and in the series. And the first one was Donnie Yen playing the Monkey King, but this one I believe is Albert Kwok, and this is one where they go to an island full of women, and so naturally hilarity ensues with that. And I also got a couple Godzilla films because my son was kind of jonesing to watch Godzilla and kind of gearing up for a Godzilla versus Kong. So this one is normally popularly called GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, and then also Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. And these are all the Heisei era ones. And then this is Godzilla Tokyo SOS and Final Wars, which was the last of the Toho Suitmation films that they did, and the last before Shin Godzilla. So actually, I also have uh, Godzilla versus Destoroyah and Godzilla versus Megaguirus G Annihilation Strategy, and the son and I are currently watching that. And also picked up this little gem, Strip Nude for a Killer, Giallo Classic with Edwige Fenech. And I actually have this on streaming. I've watched it on streaming, but streaming quality isn't great. So this is the Blue Underground edition. You can also find this, I believe, from Shameless in the UK. Also picked up a few Genre films, and this one is Fascination. This is the Kino Lorber Redemption edition, and I kind of got this one by mistake, or rather, I wanted to get it, but the price was too low high. Actually, I got this for about $15 off of deep discount, and actually Amazon and I think a couple other places have it for less. Actually, I think Kino's own site has it for less, so I kind of goofed, but oh well. And also, Zavi started to have a sale on Genreland films as well, but these are from, as you can tell, the label's called Black House, but it's actually a UK label called a company called Screenbound, and I'm not sure if these are the same transfers as the Kino Redemption ones are, so I haven't watched it yet. Just got in yesterday, so I'll have to take a look. This one is called the Demoniacs, and also got the Escapees, and I have another one coming as well. So from what I can tell, they're pretty much the same looking as the Kino ones. So I'll have to just watch and compare and see if that's the case or not. So in terms of vinyl, because I'm starting to get vinyl. Uh, this one came in yesterday. Rush Moving Pictures. I believe this is the Good Canadian Band's best-selling record, and it's got Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, Limelight, YYZ, or as the Canadians say, YYZ on it. And this is the AC/DC Iron Man 2 companion album. I guess it's not a soundtrack. It's just that for Iron Man 2 they used a couple AC/DC songs, Shoot to Thrill. So this kind of serves as a best of album for AC/DC. It's actually doesn't have their actual all of their totally greatest songs on it. There are a few that aren't on here, like for example, You Shook Me All Night Long's not on here, uh, and a couple others. So it's an interesting compilation, but I wanted to get a a decent double album for AC/DC. I do have the live, but because I already have it on CD, that's kind of a double buy for me. So I want to get something new. And sorry, I'm shaking the camera a bit. This one I got from Zabby. S&M2 of the Metallica and San Francisco Symphony Orchestra collaborating on a couple live performances. And this is actually the second um, one they've done. This is actually the 20-year anniversary of their first one, which I really can't believe it's been 20 years. Jeez. Um, but yeah, so what they do is they get together with the orchestra, and the orchestra um, plays in the background, accompanies them. And the really cool thing was that I got this off of Zavi, which is in UK. I ordered on the 21st, and it took 3 days to get here because they use DHL. So kind of shows you the difference between using DHL and postal service to ship. And this lists for $69 on Metallica's site. Actually they had it all for $27. Actually down to 27. So needless to say, this was a pretty good deal. And other places I think list this for even more, $100 off almost. So this is actually a four album set. Sorry, a 4 record set. And so that's the inside. There's actually these two flip out, but because I'm using this gatefold vinyl sleeve, plastic sleeve on it, so the other ones in here are, I can't open them, but because I can just pull out the record like this, it's no big deal. And then this one also came. This one was from Deep Discount as well. Oops, sorry guys, from Deep Discount. This one because stuff from them, they're using postal service, so it took forever to ship. But Pantera History of Hostility. This is basically a best of compilation. It's a single record, 9 songs. Pardon the language, but of course, fucking hostile. What do you expect? Yeah, so I wanted to get the something from Pantera on record. I have most of their albums on CD, and like I said, I've been trying to get stuff that I haven't gotten before um, on record, on vinyl. Other bands like Rush, Iron Maiden, trying to get more of those because I don't have any of their stuff in any format before. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I kind of want to finish off with just a little review about Trading Places and Beverly Hills Cop. I watch those. It was from Deep Discount as well. Oops, sorry guys, from Deep Discount. This one because stuff from them, they're using postal service, so it took forever to ship. But Pantera History of Hostility. This is basically a best of compilation. It's a single record, 9 songs. Pardon the language, but of course, fucking hostile. What do you expect? Yeah, so I wanted to get the something from Pantera on record. I have most of their albums on CD, and like I said, I've been trying to get stuff that I haven't gotten before um, on record, on vinyl. Other bands like Rush, Iron Maiden, trying to get more of those because I don't have any of their stuff in any format before. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I kind of want to finish off with just a little review about Trading Places and Beverly Hills Cop. I watch those, and they're a good comparison because they're a year apart. They're both from Paramount, but you got Trading Places, which is the Paramount Presents 4K restoration, but Blu-ray, and you have Beverly Hills Cop, which is the full 4K. And to be honest, the I would say they looked pretty close to each other, despite one being 4K and the other being Blu-ray. The Beverly Hills Cop, um, it looked fine. I mean, it wasn't an amazing looking 4K, but it also wasn't a bad looking 4K. It was just what you expect from a decent studio 4K restoration of a early to mid 80s film. Um, there actually wasn't a lot of scenes in there that really benefited from the 4K and the HDR. So I would say they actually looked pretty close, even though Trading Places was the darker film, it being shot in Philadelphia, um, probably during the fall or the winter, so light was low. There really wasn't a lot of um, a lot of brightness at all, except for the final scene where you see them relaxing in the on the tropical island after they basically cleaned out the Dukes. So other than that, yeah, I would say they looked pretty comparable, and it's really interesting because these two films kind of form Eddie Murphy's ascendancy into superstardom. Because you had Trading Places where he was still kind of playing the comic foil to the straight man in that he started with 48 Hours with him and Nick Nolte, where he was a straight guy and where he was a funny guy and Nick Nolte was a straight man, and in here he's a funny guy and he gets to play off of both Dan Aykroyd and Ralph Bellamy and Morton and Mortimer and Randolph as the Dukes. And so then you have in Beverly Hills Cop, he becomes the obviously the lead star, but yet he still plays the kind of the funny man to the straight men of the cops there, Bogomil, um, Taggart, and Rosewood. So he kind of plays off of them. But in both cases, he's a street smart guy who gets underestimated by the white straight guys, and but then he ends up showing that he's actually smarter and more resourceful and capable than those guys are. And in both cases, it's kind of a fish out of water. He's in an environment that he's not familiar with, but he adapts pretty quickly and ends up on top in the end. So yeah, I would definitely recommend if anyone's looking to get the kind of an Eddie Murphy collection going, you start with these two. Coming to America is also out in 4K. I've never watched that. Wasn't really interested in seeing that one, but if you're uh, if you're a big Eddie Murphy fan, definitely pick that one up too. And I think the Golden Child there might be a new version of Golden Child as well, but I'm not sure about that. But regardless, yeah, these two are good to get and add to your collection. All right. So yeah, that's just wanted to catch everyone up on that, and hopefully, you'll be back soon with more updates. See ya.